And hello, Lone Hunt. How to chat. Single arrow in Link's house.
We already have the Arrow of Destiny. We're going great.
Looks like he's heading up to Uncle and Castle.
Looks like he's also setting up a tree pole.
Level 1 tree pole, 20 rupees.
That's big. That'll get you some bomb money real fast.
I'm always happy to see that, bombs, or full magic.
Yeah.
Those are my 3 favorite tree poles. Ooh, big key off Uncle.
Big key to swamp.
So the uncle is hiding a key that opens one chest. Seems about right. The uncle always stiffs you.
Always being so helpful. Just a piece of heart in the sanctuary.
I don't think we've had any like that so far in this race alone, but we've had some pretty trolly scenes. I think we had a daily that actually ran like a little over 2 hours for even the best runners. But I don't know if I've seen one that's close to 3. I mean, I think the only way you'd get close to 3 is if you had one of the situations where it's like boots are required, but boots are locked in a pendant dungeon with the big key for that dungeon being inside GT itself. And 3 bombs on the Lumberjack ledge, so unless it's needed for Dark World, we won't see Aga 1 more than likely.
Nah.
So we'll just hope it's Dark World access then.
We'll see. Even if it is Dark World access, if the hammer decides to be trolly, you may need it to get to the Fat Fairy.
So it sounds like what, hearts from the crabs?
Yeah, look like just 20 bucks in the Lost Woods.
There are seeds like that, Lone, where you double and triple dip dungeons. We're not sure, but the streams will be. No, there goes Ace's stream. So I'm sure that yeah, it looks like we're gonna get the little pause here in a minute, so that they'll catch up and resync.
Looks like he got disconnected. Simple mistake. No worries. Going to the back of the tavern now. Just 10 arrows.
So the thing with Keysanity, there's so many combinations in Keysanity, and I think that's one of the reasons I like running Keysanity, is it's just the variance of this mode is super high.
I think it's in strange ways it's also better, I like it better because the keys also help you in terms of determining where to go. Usually with just the items, it gives you multiple options. With the keys, it's pretty clear. I have enough keys, I have the items, I'm going here.
$20. So far, Kakariko hasn't had a whole lot, but they haven't hit the 2 hot spots yet. So hopefully we'll see something.
Yeah, we got 10 items coming up here.
Sound like more. Actually, I didn't see what came off of the merchant.
Yeah, I missed it. I also. All right. We got a compass in the well to Thieves Town.
So compasses in this mode are completely useless, almost just like they are in the regular runs. Maps, on the other hand, are not.
Because they show you what's in the dungeon, whether it's a crystal or a pendant. So we got Turtle Rock and Pod.
and a small key to Thieves Town, and a small key to Turtle Rock. So while he's on his way over to the Blonde's hut, so the reason Keysanity is different is because it shuffles every dungeon item into the regular item pool. So you can find keys, maps, compasses anywhere in the world. Now, the compasses only show you item counts per dungeon, which is great for new players, but our runners, most of them won't need things like that. Now, the map, the way they've worked the map into this is there's Ether. The map will show you whether it's a crystal or a pendant on the world map. You won't be able to see that unless you have the map. You also cannot tell by going in the dungeons because the music is either all Dark World music or all Light World music.
I believe it's randomized. I think it randomizes it based on. It just does it random and regardless of whether it's a pendant or a crystal. So far, just a lot of money, not a lot of items right now.
Yeah, the only item they've picked up that may help them eventually is Ether, which is kind of troublesome when you cleared out all of Kakariko, all of Lost Woods. That means he's going to have to bomb South Shore unless there's some kind of weapon inside of Dam. I guess he's also got the race game still.
Yep. Probably going to see what's here in the library. Just a piece of heart, so I won't be coming back for that either.
Yeah, that's a couple items that we won't have to remember, which is good for the runners. I always like seeing places like that usually you're like, okay, do I need to remember this spot? And then just be like, nope. Cross that one out, move on.
Yep.
So what's your what do you do for the race game? Do you auto run it or do you check it and then run it?
We got flippers in the race game before we get the answer there. Well, that'll at least help us with all that money. We can get to Zora pretty quickly here. So what do you mean by auto run, or what, if you can help me out with what you're trying to get at with your question?
So do you take the lower road and go and check what's at the race game first, or do you just go in and run the race?
I just go in and run the race. So I have like a planned set of planned path I always go on when I start. I do Link's house into Uncle's tunnel, then Sanctuary all the way through Kakariko, and the race game is the last thing I check. So for me, I just go in there, fighter sword in the well.
Yep. So there's the weapon I was talking about, so they won't have to just use bombs for the mini Moldrums, which is nice.
Yeah, that'll help. But yeah, I honestly just run it because for me personally, like I kind of just build in the time of, okay, I'm going to check it, or I'm just going to go in and do it, rather than if it's something I need, then I have to double back and go in there.
Another map. We're getting a lot of maps early, though, so this is going to give a lot of information on what dungeons are what.
And that one's Desert, and Desert is Crystal 5.
Yeah, so that's useful to know. So for me, the race game, it depends on what mode I'm running. If I'm running standard or open, I'll check it before running it. If I'm running Keysanity, I'll always run it because it's way more likely to have something.
Yep.
And we got somebody in chat saying that they're learning how to run the game. It's good, just be patient. The community is fairly open, even if you want to come run a race and you're new. Oh, big key to Eastern.
5-bomb upgrade, Ice Rod, Compass to Hera, and a small key to Desert.
So still nothing that really opens anything, though. I mean, yeah, big key to Eastern opens one additional chest for him now. And then the flippers open up the Zora Waterfall and Hobo. So I'm pretty sure we're probably going to see Ice Rod Cave, and then he'll probably come back down and do Waterfall, Zora, and Hobo.
Yeah, that would make sense. to your earlier point about learning how to run the race, like I honestly, this is my first tournament that I'm in. I did some practice, but to your point, like the community is very welcoming. Big key to Skullwoods, so that's one other item that they can check when they get to Skullwoods. But I agree, the community is very welcoming, and even for newbies, like we're all behind each other, and we want to see people get better and have more people in the community to race.
And just to answer chat, that is a penguin link sprite.
Yeah, we have a lot of artists that make a lot of custom sprites for the ROMs, and they do a really good job and a whole lot of different options.
Yeah, and every version usually has new sprites. Like we just got Mega Man and Sonic, and you guys have probably seen them throughout the tournament so far. But those are actually brand new additions as of V28.
They even have one that's like the tile from the tile rooms.
Maybe I'll race as that in my next round. Hobo is just a piece of heart, so nothing good there. We're still looking for something to kickstart the seed. They really have nothing to do pretty much anything with. They're still pretty far away from Agar required. They're still pretty far away from Dark World access in general. We have no gloves, no moon pearl, no lamp, no hammer. My original thought was it was a sloth because it had long arms and the face coloring. But if you go look up on the seed generator, it's Penguin Link.
Should note that there was a small key on the Lake Hylia island, so that may be important, that may not be.
And just some love and waterfall. I could see an owl too, though. I could see that being owling. 20 rupees. Oh, he didn't have enough for Zorachek.
No.
So I'm guessing next play he's going to go over to Eastern. He'll clear out Sahasrara and the, 5 chests he can check in the Eastern?
Mm-hmm. It looks like Azla's going into the front half of Escape. So we got a little bit of a divergence here.
I don't hate that decision either. You got a weapon. It's a good fast clear. If he death warps, he can check. If he knows the dark room, the sewer well enough, he can check that one chest. That mostly comes down to how well they know the dark rooms, though. Especially those lesser known dark rooms.
Mm-hmm. Green Pendant is in Pod.
You never like to see Pod as Green Pendant. Mainly because of how many items are in it.
Just some bombs and some upgrades in Sahasrara's closet. So still nothing that's going to really open this race up.
Yeah, and with them having flippers and no gloves, they can't even set up Houlihan anymore. And they have no way to farm bomb or farm money. That's easy. The only way that I think they can farm money is the $30 in the bottom of Thieves' Hut right now.
Well, the seed's been giving them a lot of money right now. Let's hope that somewhere there's going to be the last $100 both of these racers need.
And we're not even sure if that's going to even lead anywhere. I mean, as of right now, they haven't found really anything. I mean, even Ledge and Zora didn't have anything, so that's another location that's just off the table.
Another big key to Turtle Rock.
Which helps us later, but not now. I'm guessing something's going to be somewhere inside of Eastern. Probably a glove, maybe glove and lamp.
What was in Zelda's chest? I was looking away at my win.
Oh, I was too. I was looking at Hitsuyan screen. Somebody in chat can let us know what was in the Zelda chest.
Just
a big 20.
The flute!
Oh, there we go. There's something.
That at least gets him up to Death Mountain.
Get some Death Mountain, easy desert access, and fast travel, which is all good things. I still wouldn't call it real progression though, because it only gets them logically right now one item on Death Mountain.
That also gives them an easier time getting back to Zora once they get the money.
That is true.
As it looks
what's
like
here? Another burrito.
Burrito to Thieves Town. So, as it looks like he's about to go into Eastern as well and get his flute.
We'll see on Desert. Somebody in chat mentioned Desert. Yeah, they have the key for Desert. The issue is, well, there's gloves. They have to have either the Titan's Mitt, Mirror, and Flute, or the book to even get into East or Desert. So they don't even have access to get in yet. But yes, Power Gloves is a very good find there.
Even though that we always say that it is in fact so bad.
So I think Hitsuyan's next stop is probably going to be the back 3 in Sank.
Yeah, probably that, and then I'd free the duck here pretty soon.
Yeah, that's probably how I'd route it. I'd go hit those back 3 right next to Sanctuary, and then run over to Thieves Town or Kakariko and free Swag Duck.
It's going to be interesting to see a duck flying a penguin around.
Oh, be careful. Oh no. Oh, he's giving up on that last chest. Well, we'll hope it's not nothing mandatory.
Well, the key thing to note there is that because it was locked by he had to go through a dark room. It was technically a sequence break, so the logic would not put something that they absolutely need right now in there.
But it could be a good skip. It could be like they found lamp somewhere and that's hammer.
Hopefully, Asa will get through that and we'll know what it is.
Somebody's calling Titan's Mitts incoming. No hook shot. Now I would probably make the climb for Death Mountain. That to me makes Death Mountain a lot more attractive.
Yeah, you've got the whole. You can get to the east side of Death Mountain, and there's 8 chests there that you can open up.
So 8 plus you get to see what's on top and under Spectacle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And if they find Hammer, they can get the first 2 chests in Tower of Hera as well.
Yeah, Death Mountain looks like the right play.
East Palace Big Key was Power Gloves.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats. It's time for the playing of the National Swag Duck Anthem.
Oh, and a nice bounce. And it's a key to Castle Tower.
There is a crystal in Eastern.
So, yeah, the item that Hitsuyan missed was the Castle Tower key.
Which right now doesn't really do much because they can't get into the tower without the Master Sword or the cape. But, I mean, another difference with Keysanity, there could be 2 items in the Aga Tower, even though you don't have to go all the way up and beat Aga.
We don't know that yet, Monday. Castle Tower could have 1 or 2 required items inside of it. We know unless Aga 1 is Dark World access that he's not required at this point, but... Oh, I didn't realize that Asa hadn't seen Flippers at Race Game yet. Just a piece of...
Go ahead.
I was gonna quote one of the long-running memes of Randomizer. Old man with a little love.
So many memes to this game.
Well, they can't get into Tower of Hera yet, Lone. They have to have Hammer or Mirror. Neither of which we have seen yet.
Small key on Spectacle Rock.
And even then, they do not have the keys. There is Quake. So even if they did have access to Tower of Hera, they don't have either key, so all they can get is the basement, the first basement chest, and the one in the back of the main room. They don't have access to any of the rest of the dungeon yet. Yeah, Keysanity makes everything a little more difficult than you first think. There's a lot more required items before dipping dungeons.
But that goes back to what I was saying earlier. But once you have the keys, it becomes a lot more clear where to go.
So I like how somebody put it one time. Use the breadcrumbs to your advantage, but don't always trust the breadcrumbs.
That is true.
Because there's been multiple times the breadcrumbs will lead you to dead ends. And you definitely don't want to be led into multiple dead ends. It's really bad, especially with something like full clearing Swamp Palace, and Swamp Palace has absolutely nothing as a pendant. Which I don't think we'll have a problem with in the sea, because they found so many maps, we may be able to tell what all the pendants and crystals are pretty fast when we finally get Dark World access.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of big keys right now, too.
Lagarang and Paradox.
And just $10 away from Zora.
Oh no! Dead Rock.
Everybody hates those dead rocks.
And he took a death before he could save the old man. Ooh,
There's
Moon Pearl.
And the lamp.
Hammer? No, Fire Rod.
Woo, that was... People call this the new hype cave. That's a lot of hype there.
That was good. So, nice bomb jump. He's gonna go check Spiral Cave. That's his last current location. That is new hype cave. That was pretty good. We still are missing Titans or Hammer, though. $300 on a lonely island.
All right, we're doing Spiral Cave. Get your sleeper strats in there, chat.
See, I like running to this cave with hookshot.
My race the other day, I had the boots, but no sword, and I died trying to get through here. And there's the Titan's mitts.
There's our Dark World access. And I actually like this. He's immediately, the way this is routed was actually perfect.
Yeah,
so
it
now
works
he
out.
just gets into Dark World death.
That really works out well. Map check. We got Pendant and Thieves Town, Swamp, and Turtle Rock have crystals that are not 5 and 6.
Alright, so if they talk to the bomb shop owner, we'll find out the other 5-6 crystal, which will put us one closer. And I think we'll only be down to 2 or 3 dungeons we don't know.
Pretty much.
Which is really, really good this early.
Yeah, I mean, we've already got like 5 of the dungeons figured out.
Oh yeah, Death Mountain was insane. Death Mountain was 100% the way to go. And hit. Oh, there's Blue Mail.
Another Turtle Rock key also.
So Hitsuyan has to be pretty happy with how this is routed so far, with how this run's gone so far. The only thing that might not pay off, oh, fell in the wrong spot, is if that key to Castle Tower actually leads to a good item in the second chest.
Turtle Rock is Ether. Well, and they still can't even get in there yet.
No, because this can be one of those seeds where Hammer just trolling and wants to hide in some abysmal spot, like maybe first chest or second chest in Swamp.
So we just had 20 bucks in hook shot. We got 10 arrows. The big key to the GT big key. That is huge to have that right now.
Desert Palace is still not accessible. They don't have mirror. Mire is, though.
That was I would say that is a really good Death Mountain run for Hitsuyan.
No, Power Go Hammer can't be on pet already. Because either Ice or Swamp Palace. Well, Swamp Palace is already required.
Pod is also a pendant dungeon.
And Pod requires Hammer too. It's very, 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 very unlikely that Hammer is ever on pedestal because of how many dungeons require it for finish.
Hitsuyan going into Skullwoods. Which I know the meme was, if it's version 26, you go to Skullwoods. I don't know if that's still the case in version 28.
Skullwoods is still usually pretty good. Well, there's the Ice Palace map, so we'll know what that is here if he checks his map when he gets back outside. Jeez, that's another map, though.
Very interesting. We don't have this seed, not a lot of items, but a lot of information.
Which I actually like the information play more. So in a lot of these seeds, you have to infer a lot from what you get, and sometimes inferring the information can be completely wrong.
And there's the required small key. That chest is not randomized because you can't be soft locked. So that always has a small key. 20 bucks there.
Hammer can hide almost anywhere. I've seen it deep in Pod. I've seen it first couple chests of Swamp, which is pretty trolly. I've seen it right next to Blind in Thieves Town. And nice bomb jump for a compass. Oh, be careful, Asa. Asa does not want to get hit before finding the Titans minutes.
He's got the hook shot. He should be good. Just don't do anything hasty. And you got it.
Yeah, but will he have enough to check Dark Death Mountain too? Nope, he's just saving and quitting.
He's not even going to go check Dark Death Mountain.
He has so few hearts. I honestly don't blame him. Everything up there does 2 or 3 hearts of damage.
True.
And he's still on green mail where Asa found the blue. Well, if he knew the blue mail was in the Super Bunny, he probably would have went and checked it.
But that's the key thing to remember with these type of races. We know where stuff is as we see it. The runners don't.
Oh, Hitsuyan's going to go ahead and just go straight through Skullwoods.
He's a much braver man than I am to be doing a 6-heart Skullwoods.
I was about to say the same thing. 6-heart Mothula is no joke. So interesting. He's going to check this first. With no mirror, I usually check this second.
Yeah, I would agree.
Hammer's going to be the thing that at this point is the most trolly. Oh, he's just going to death warp from here. Okay.
That makes sense.
Meaning it loses him a heart, though. I think it gives him 4, right?
Yeah. But there's 2. Well, he just got 1 back by Rando. But there, I mean, there's
lost.
2 in those skulls in this next room. If he really wanted to get back to full health, yeah. See, he's doing it the traditional way to get those hearts.
I would 100% do this anyways, though, just because of how low on hearts he is.
Yeah. He's also got to be careful here because without any safeties or any magic potions, he's got to conserve his magic. Oh, got it by the Wallmaster.
Oh, he second guessed himself under the 6-heart Mothula.
Just noped on out of there.
That is hard. That is a hard fight, though. But there's a lot of other locations you can check. You can check for the formerly known as Hype Cave. He's still got all of Thieves Town, and he's still got the 3 chests in Dark Hackery Go. I mean, Village of Outcasts. So I mean, digging game. He's got quite a few options still.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, I tended. Now, granted, I'm not good at this game, so so take that for what it's worth. But I usually do as much of the overworld as I can, so that way I'm not in this situation that Hitsuyan was in of having to do a 6-heart Mothula fight. Just a compass on the bumper cave.
Yeah, and Thelaine made a good point. You don't really want to do it not only with only 6 hearts, but fighter sword and normal magic.
Speaking of which, do give a quick shout out to our tracker Telaine. He's doing a good job here keeping track of all the items that these runners have got. So shout out to him.
Yes, and he's tracking for both runners by himself, so definitely give him props.
Just a piece of heart in the sea room.
Yeah, Ace is in an even worse health situation with only 4 hearts. So that small key to Ganon's tower is pretty much the only one they'll need.
Especially now that they have the big key to Ganon's tower, they can just go right into the gauntlet when they're ready. And there's a bottle.
Well, Hitsuyan has the big key to GT. Asa doesn't have it yet.
Oh, right, because it's in Dark Death Mountain.
Along with Blue Mel and a lot of other stuff that Asa would go and grab if they knew it was there.
Hitsuyan going into Thieves Town here.
We get to see the first 4 chests, which are always good. There's a full heart. That's got to be a welcome sight. Oh, okay. So the reason Asa is so low in health is Asa didn't check the waterfall cave up by Zora, which I think had a full heart and a piece of heart, right?
Yeah.
So interesting to note that Ice Palace is technically already open, and if they find Hammer, full clearable.
Got another full heart there in Thieves Town.
Not that you want to do a low percent. Oh wow, a lot of health. As soon as Asa goes in here, Asa will feel a lot better.
Ice Rod Cave was checked. It was just $20, I think.
Where's Hit going? Did Hit not get a chest? Oh, Hit's just walking back out.
Rather than doing a death warp.
With only 5 hearts, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't just do the death warp.
Well,
I think you actually get a heart more out of that deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, another small key to Turtle Rock that we didn't call out. So they're only missing one key for full clear of Turtle Rock.
And the Meyer burrito.
I hope that they check the... Oh, we know that Meyer is the other big. Okay, and so Ice Palace is a crystal as well. So that means Skull and Hera's all we don't know? Yep. One's a regular crystal and one's the other pendant.
Yep. Azza is setting up the death warp.
Yeah, but I guess it's easier for Azza because Azza only had 2.5 hearts, and the enemy's deal 2 hearts of damage with Green Mail. So
Hitsuyan heading over to the digging game.
So right now we got Asa just following along and what Hit's already checked. So we won't have a lot of new stuff except for what's on Hit screen right now, unless there's some route divergence soon.
So given the situation right now, you've just found a few more hearts, you found a bottle, and you still haven't gone to Zora, just 10 arrows in the digging game. Would you go back to Skullwoods?
Well, see, you know Skullwoods is full clearable, and you do not know whether it's a pendant or a crystal, so it's interesting.
It's basically the last one you got to figure out, because by process of elimination at this point, if Skullwoods is a pendant, you know Hera's a crystal.
And vice versa. So it gives you a lot of knowledge right now, which is actually super helpful. It lets you know exactly what you need to clear, but at the same time, do you really want to do Fighter Sword Moth when you aren't for sure? Shovel from Stumpy.
Is this game even randomized?
Now don't you wish you had now don't you wish you had Mirror?
Considering you're gonna have to save and quit to get back to the light world, I'd probably just start at Link's house, go to the shovel spot, and then go turn in Jeremiah.
Yeah, well, he's Jeremiahing to he's taking Jeremiah over to the formerly known as Hype Cave.
I think the Shades likes to call this the Prince Cave, formerly known as Hype Cave.
Yeah, but then that's an insult to Prince. Because this cave in the last 2 versions has been just awful.
Well, there's a Master Sword.
And hammer. Okay, it got a little hype.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as hype.
Alright, so with Master Sword and Hammer, I think it opens up a lot. The really required items are missing. They still need Book or Mirror. And they still need Bow and potentially Boots. But that's almost it already. We're almost to item go mode already. We're only missing like maybe 3 items.
You're right.
So this could potentially be a sub 2 seed easily. It's been very, very generous so far.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want a world tour, how about taking Jeremiah all the way to Pyramid?
And I mean, if you're here at Pyramid, you might as well go to Catfish.
I think that's what he's gonna do. The frog is gonna go all the way to Catfish. Yep. If he doesn't die on the way. He is at a dangerously low 1 heart.
And just there was just $20 in the Pyramid.
Somebody's calling Mirror at the flute spot. Why do you want a dirty Mirror for?
Well, I mean, you're gonna go to Kakariko anyway. You could probably get that thing cleaned up. Someone's got to have some water clean up that mirror there.
Yeah, but buried under the dirt, glass is probably all shattered. I mean, I don't know if I want a shattered glass mirror that's supposed to move me into a parallel world. Yeah, he does have a fairy, you're right. The bottle that they got was a fairy in a bottle.
Well, let's see what the Catfish has.
300. No, 5 bomb upgrade. Even worse.
Hitsuyan1337. Oh well, he's got the flute. So, man, this Jeremiah is getting a really big world tour here.
Nah, you use the mirror and Midna shows up. So while we're go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say Hitsuyan's turning in sick kid for $50. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask chat how they're liking Keysanity so far. Oh, and a death from Asa on the way up towards Catfish.
But he's got that fairy, so he's all right.
Yeah, but not the place you want to expend the fairy, though.
True. Although, to be honest with Keysanity, I prefer to have as many blue potions as I can.
Come on. I was hoping for vanilla swordsmith. I was hoping for tempered sword. Instead, they just gave the worst compass in the world. Probably well made, but completely useless. Yeah, I haven't got to watch all the races myself. Usually I'm the type of person who will go back and rewatch the races. So I'll just sit there and binge watch the YouTube restreams all day. So I'll catch up at some point. I've seen some of the clips though, and some of the clips are hilarious. Like JTN finally getting his master shovel on stream. If you didn't see that clip, I'd recommend it. Just turn your volume down a little bit before you watch it.
Yes, that was very nice to see.
Alright, so it looks like that Hit decided he's going to go back and finish up Skullwoods finally with more health.
Yeah,
and with a better sword.
And a fairy.
It does. There's a lot more items that can be there, but to be fair, the AGA 1's chance is still super low. I think it's actually lower in Keysanity than it is in regular open mode. And that's only because you need a lot more items out in the world in order to do AGA 1 in Keysanity. Because you had to find both keys, you had to find lamp, and you had to find a way to get in, plus a sword. So you have to either have Master Sword or you have to have Cape and Fighter Sword.
Curious that Asa didn't go up to, while he was at the witch hut, go up and turn in the Zora money.
Oh my gosh, it's a penguin bunny. I wish that sprite just existed by itself.
Maybe you'll get it in version 29.
Hey, some of the sprite, the bunny sprites are awesome. Like, have you seen Mog's bunny sprite?
No, I haven't.
Do you play Final Fantasy VI, or have you ever played it?
Yes.
It's I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's Celeste the General.
Oh yeah.
That's Mog's bunny sprite.
Wow.
Ooh, he's having a little bit of a rough time with Mothula. Hopefully he gets him.
Yeah, the thing about Mothula is the developers. There we go.
I was just hoping he'd get it without using his fairy.
And just $50.
But our first
and
crystal.
The other.
Oh.
No, it's the pendant.
So Hera's our last crystal. All right. So all knowledge is known.
Yes. But no, what I was about to say is the way the game is set up is that the spikes do golden sword damage, and so if you hit Mothula into the spikes, he does not take damage, and that's what was causing a lot of those hits to just go wasted.
Yeah, because in the original coding, Mothula doesn't have a damage from gold sword. Because it was impossible to have gold sword at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go back and watch that one Monday. Let's see what's at the dig spot. It is... Oh, nope.
The D!
Oh!
For chivalry!
Well, too bad it wasn't Master Shovel, but still, that's a very, very good shovel. Yeah, I think I agree with him. He's gonna go straight over. Oh, it's gonna go pod instead? How many keys do they have? No keys for pod? I don't know that I would touch pod yet. Yeah, he realized he didn't have the mirror.
Yeah.
I was curious. I was like, I would probably go finish Eastern, but I probably wouldn't touch pod unless I had at least a key or two. Especially with it being a pendant.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the time, if you had the mirror, I would at least take the time to open it and then mirror into to finish Eastern. But you're right, if you don't have the mirror, that you're not really doing much with getting the pod.
I agree with that. I agree with opening it up and then going to Eastern. That would have been a good play. But they're just missing stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, if they went to pod, they have access to 3 chests with no keys. The left one and then the 2 that are bow locked.
Yeah. Well, but you have the hammer.
Yeah, you go hammer and bow, but you don't have. They don't have boots, so they can't bonk back to the other ledge.
There's the one in the basement, so you'd be 4. That's how much.
5. You can get the one on the little ramp too by going the complete circle through the bumper room. Okay, so 5 chests isn't bad with no keys. But I still probably wouldn't touch it until I at least had a couple.
No.
Unless I was just running out of options. Oh, he missed with both pots.
Bow with Master Sword takes care of those skull guys pretty quickly.
Yeah, so I actually agree with this play. And then Ace is finally going to go get the blue mail and the rest of the stuff he missed on Death Mountain. Oh, no, passing it up. Oh, going for Tower of Hera?
That's what it looks like.
I mean, that's the only place he can get to that's new, right? And it's only 2 chests.
Yeah. You might be doing Hera first and maybe go to Dark Death Mountain because you've got Titans and Hammer. You could do Hera, get the 2 chests, and then nope out, and then just go right to the Turtle Rock portal and go into Dark Death Mountain from there.
Logically, technically, he does have Cane, a bottle, and Hammer. So if he had a green potion, he could probably get through Spike Cave.
True. Hitsuyan gets that $50 that he missed the first time.
I think that's all. Oh, just a compass in the basement, so that's no good. What's the back chest hold? If it doesn't hold anything good, this was a waste of time.
Just piece of heart.
Yeah, we still haven't had Zora check, but the only thing we don't know is actual Zora. We already had Waterfall Cave check, and we know there's only a big 20 on the ledge, so unless Zora himself holds something, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, he's gonna go back for Dark World.
Hitsuyan making efficient work of all the gauntlet to the Armos Knights.
See, I'm the type of person who, while I'm watching the race, I'm trying to figure out how I would have routed this.
Alright, someone's asking on the pedestal hype index. So let's figure this out after this fight. Nice job.
So nothing from Armos either, but the first crystal.
Alright.
What do we have on pedestal? Bombos possibility.
Canis Samaria could do that.
Boots as well.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. If they find book, it can be mirror.
Yeah.
That would actually be very well. That would actually be interesting. If they find book, it could be mirror, but then at that point, no, mirror would be required for swamp. So that's probably one of the biggest. If you want a pedestal troll, you probably want Mirror to be there.
So the pedestal hype index is still pretty good.
Yeah, and then you got keys too. That's true. Any key that's not a pendant key. So the Meyer big key we're missing. We're missing Tower of Hera's big key, and we're missing Desert's big key. All three of which are needed. So I wonder if Hit is gonna check the 2 Castle Tower chests.
He could. Did he go? He didn't go into the dark room either, right?
I think this is his first foray into escape, other than those back 3 chests in Sank.
No, right, because you wouldn't go to the dark room if you didn't even go here first.
Yeah, exactly, because you had to have the key to go in from the 3 chest side.
Mm-hmm.
Buying potions already. Where is he going? Ice? Makes me feel like he's gonna go ice.
That looks like the play.
Then when you have no half magic and you're thinking about going into ice, always a good idea to grab you a potion, because Cold Stare can be a bastard. But no, he's gonna go check Zora first. But he hasn't checked anything up here, so he's getting waterfall and everything.
Yeah. That was interesting routing though, because I had a thought to ask you know, Aza's still not going to Zora, but it's interesting how he routed that rather than just walk right there. But if he thinks that it's faster, then that's certainly
it's 100% faster to take the warp.
Okay.
So if you have fluting to 8 and taking the warp is 100% faster than going to 2 and going through all the rocks.
Okay, I see that. All right, let's see what Zora has. Life lesson, love lesson, or an actual item?
Mire Shed's a good check, but honestly, I don't like checking Mire Shed area without the mirror. Ooh, cape.
The cape.
There was nothing on Bumper Ledge, so cape's not required.
Nope, and you've got Master Sword right now, so if you needed to go into Aga Tower, you've got the way in.
Yeah, I'm just going to be interested if Hit actually goes and checks the 2 Castle Tower chests. I want to know what's in those. I'm hoping we need to find Mirror. Mirror is one of the things that is blocking out currently 2 dungeons and a bunch of checks.
Mm-hmm. Hitsuyan setting up the Death Warp, he's noping.
I thought he was too. He was taking a lot of damage on the way there. Nah, just gonna run back up air. It's not that much slower. Well, he's got Blue Mail, and those things deal a quarter heart. I know the rats don't deal hardly anything when you have Blue Mail. Yeah, I like the Ice Palace play. We know Ice Palace is a crystal. He can full clear it now, so small shield. Also known as the Fisher Price.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily say get ahead if he finds something in ice. He may have an advantage.
Honestly, we're still way too early in this race.
Oh, now that's an advantage. He found Mirror in Castle Tower.
There's the mirror.
So, Chad, if you want to know what the definition of advantage is, Hitsuyan now has the advantage. And a key he doesn't need anymore. Yeah, now if I was Hitsuyan, I go straight for my area.
which is what he looks like he's doing.
Yeah, because you can check quite a bit here. You can check, well, ledge is nothing, so he knows not to do that. The reason I don't like checking this area until I have mirror is I'll forget checkerboard cave if I don't have mirror.
When you run, do you run with a tracker or do you just kind of wing it?
I usually run with the tracker. For this tournament, though, I'm trying to wean myself off of it.
We had Quake on. Quake is for access to Myers, so at this point we know we have access to both dungeons.
There's the big key for desert, so and a pod small key. So that's our first pod small key.
I think desert is going to be the next play.
Desert. He's gonna go check checkerboard. He may check Agona's cave in this small little loop right here. Oh, he's just going straight in. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is interesting routing. Usually, I would think you would go check checkerboard, go check maybe Agona's cave if you want, just because it's here, and then go back over and jump on the ledge and go in the inside dungeon first in case it has something good.
Well, as I had a little trouble there with the bomb jump there.
So Az is already almost done. Has Azza really found anything nice?
None that I've seen.
I mean, we already found one of the biggest items we're missing. We already know we don't need Bombos anymore. So what are we still missing? Maybe boots?
Cane.
And cane. So those are the two items we're still missing. And at this point, unless there's like a big key or cane on torch and desert, then boots I don't even think are required anymore.
Did he even go to get that one chest? Hashtag that one chest?
Which chest?
The one like over where the blue jellies are.
Oh, I don't know if he got the iced tea room.
Yeah, that room.
I'm not sure if he got it or not, actually. I haven't been watching the screen. He also doesn't have compass, so we can't see the item counts.
Yeah, it looks like he's just... did well with the Master Sword, getting him in the corner to start.
Yeah, the problem with cold stare is you gotta be super careful. I think even with Blue Mel, he does, what, 3 hearts if he bodies you? 1 heart if the ice block hits?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay, so he went up and around and decided to go back to boss, according to chat. He did not go to Ice Tea.
Yeah. Well, he takes down Cold Stare, so that's a crystal. There's the cane!
So the cane is on Cold Stare or checkerboard?
No, checkerboard cave.
Oh, man. So Hit has a big advantage now. I had to reload my stream a minute, so I lagged out for a second, and you can see that. Alright, so Hitsuyan, I'd be comfortable saying he has a slight lead at this point. As far as item-wise.
Yeah.
Because he has bow, he has cane, and he has mirror. None of which Asa has.
I'd be comfortable saying right now, I want to say, unless there's something that's boots locked, which we're about to find out, I would say I'd give him item go mode right now.
Tempered
sword.
Yeah, the only other way he's not in item go mode is if books are required, because book can still be required for one of the last items. Yeah, right. Go check it, please. It's a small key.
Yeah.
And we're still missing the Swamp Palace small key.
Mm-hmm.
That is a required item.
Then boots can be on the pedestal.
Yes, so boots are still ped hype. So are the keys. We're missing that Tower of Hera. We're missing the Swamp Palace small key. And we're missing the Misery Mire big key. So if you're hoping for pedestal... Oh, mushroom. If you're hoping for pedestal, there's still some hope. Just not a lot. Alright, so that's everything in Desert, right? Why is it still going?
To Agana.
Oh, okay, he's gonna jump out this door and go to Agana. Okay, that makes sense. That's not bad routing. Never seen that routing.
That is an interesting way to route it. I actually like it.
I do too. It seems kind of fluid, especially on the dungeon itself. I mean, anytime you can go left or right in Desert anyways is good. And then just to exit from the right door and go straight to Agana's Cave.
Mm-hmm.
And then save and quit out of here because you don't want to walk out of here. Oh, there's the Swamp Palace small key.
Alright.
That one's off the table. And on Ace's side, just a small key to Ganon's Tower. Which is not needed at this point.
No, you've got the one. Just a little bit of love there.
So, if they find keys for... As of right now, Misery Mire is useless. Skullwoods is useless. Ice is useless at this point for Asa.
I think he's making the play that should be next, which is Swamp.
Yeah, with Mirror and everything he has, I don't blame him. He should just be full clearing dungeons that he can full clear.
And right now you can full... Yeah, you can full clear Swamp. You got both keys, you've got the hammer, the hook shot, and the flippers. You can full clear Swamp.
He hasn't done... he only did the Dwarven Breadsmith, right? He didn't do Purple Chest?
No.
Okay. So I was going to say he could go do Bombos while he's here if he's already done Purple Chest. Or no, he can't do Bombos, no, but...
I honestly like this play here. The fact that you can full clear Swamp.
Yeah, T-Rock you can clear with missing the one chest. That's a gamble, though. Sometimes it pays off skipping that vanilla big key chest, sometimes it doesn't. So Asa's making the play in the Mire area, but doesn't know that what he needs is in Castle Tower. Like, if Asa doesn't make the play for Castle Tower soon, it's not going to be beneficial. And where was Bo again?
Shovel.
So that's the two plays that Asa needs to make. Otherwise, Hitsuyan's going to get such a lead that there's going to be no coming back from it. Oh, and Asa is going into Mire and can't even clear it. And we know that Kane is a mirror away. So while this is a time sink, at the very least, though, all he'll have to do is do a boss run next time he's in here. Maybe boss run and big chest, depending on if there's still something missing.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this race so far?
It's been generous so far. It was a little slow going. It's kind of moved forward with a lot of the items. We're 2 keys out of go mode, so I don't want to do a commentator's curse. I'll just leave it at that.
What do you guys think, chat? How's this race going for you guys? Oh, there's the big key to Mire.
All right, 1 big key to go.
So Hitsuyan is big key to Tower of Hera from go mode. and he's only an hour and 4 minutes in. But you never know with the last key. It could be in a pretty bad location. Yeah, this is pretty slow seed. This reminds me of my seed. I did the entire seed bootless. It's not fun. I'm sure the runners are not enjoying that either. At least they got a fairly early flute, though. That's actually a good question from chat. I'm gonna check on that for chat right now.
All right, I'll keep an eye on the stream. The silver arrows in the cutscene room.
Oh, they're in the vanilla big key for Meyer?
Yeah. It's been so long, I keep forget. It's been so long since I've played this vanilla, I forget where the vanilla stuff is.
So, for those of you, somebody in chat asked a question of who is the favorite. There is no favorite, but if you go to the site for the race itself with the brackets, I'm not sure if everybody gets to do this or just the racers themselves, but you can vote on the races. And for this race, it's almost a 50-50 split.
While you were checking that, we found the pod key in the vanilla big key chest in Swamp.
It's a 50. Oh, we found the pod big key.
Pod big key and vanilla big key in Swamp. Try saying that 5 times fast.
That may or may not actually be required. We don't know about that yet. It just depends on where this Tower of Hera key is. I was about to say Turtle of Hera. Trinex Trinex combined with Troll Dorm. Let's try that fight. But no, so this is actually one of the closer voted matches. It's a 53-47 split. But I would say right now, Hitsuyan has got the big advantage of being the favorite with one required item to go.
Another small key to pod.
The funny part is they already have cleared one pendant dungeon and they just got the means to clear a second pendant dungeon. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that if they find the Thieves Town big key, the Tower of Hera big key could be on pedestal.
They would just have to be careful because we do know there is a potential soft lock in version 28 on pod.
Yeah, but if that's here's the thing, they would have to know it's on pedestal, so they'd have to do a pedestal check. The only way that soft lock matters is if the Tower of Hera big key is actually somewhere in pod.
That makes sense.
Because we already know where every other item is.
True.
And we know they're not in pod. So literally that one item would have to be in pod. But I think before they ran all the dungeons, they would probably check pedestal if they found both.
True.
I'm pretty sure we won't have a blind pull today. Not on this race.
Nah. Asa about to turn in the lunchbox.
Oh, nice. Argus kill.
Very nice.
So is that fire rod, and a spin?
Yeah. 2 fire rods, and then a spin, one all that fast right after each other. Alright, so that gives Hitsuyan 3 crystals. Asa looks like he's about to head back into Hyrule Castle, so hopefully he's about to find his mirror.
Yeah, it looks like that's probably where he's headed. Hitsuyan's gonna go probably do ice. That's probably the next stop. Oh, he's gonna go get the, there was a key on the island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go grab that first and then go ice. Which is a good routing decision again. He's making really good decisions.
Asa is in fact going to get his mirror here soon. It's an Ice Palace big key. Wow. Or Ice Palace small key, sorry.
Did they already have one going in? Or is that the first one?
That was the first one.
Okay, that just makes routing way easier. Oh, and he's going to go do the same thing. And see, that's what I was talking about. Oh, he's going to turn in Mushroom, too. So that's even better. Gets to route in Mushroom and get the potion. So now everybody needs to funnel Asa to go check Shovel Spot. What is Asa going to check now?
Dark room.
Oh, that hasn't checked sewers yet?
No.
So we know that Hit is 1 key away, and we know that Asa is now Bo, Samaria, and what, 2 keys? Because has to get Misery Mire key out of Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Asa has the shovel, just has never went and turned it in. They got it off of Stumpy.
Vanilla shovel.
Wasn't Vanilla Flute though. That would have just made it funnier. Alright, so now Hit's gonna go through and get all his stuff from Ice Palace. With his only real prize gonna... Oh, so Asa is making the right play. Asa is going to check checkerboard, which means he's gonna get Kane.
Good.
And then if he goes... See, I hope he doesn't go... He won't go back in because he doesn't have big key. That's the only good news. He needs to make the shovel play and he needs to make the swamp play fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And if he does, this will become more execution than anything. Also, who can find the last key?
Well, and we know this. The swamp key's in Agnes Cave.
That is true. Oh, he didn't look first. He's gonna go see that single green rupee and be a little sad. We'll see how he routes it. Hopefully he remembers to check Agana before he leaves.
It's having a little bit of problem with the Ice Palace bomb jump.
I still do every once in a while. This bomb jump is very, very precise pixel.
Yeah. He's a little too high.
Yeah.
A little too low. I've got it.
Still low. There he goes. Oh, he moved up too high.
Yeah. I've figured out how to do this with the shadow. And you'd need definitely, if you're learning to run this, definitely go practice that. Like set up a ROM save right here and just practice this thing.
That one looked
again.
That one actually looked okay. Maybe it's just his sprite though.
No, because
I use sword placement to the bomb, and his sword looked like it was about in the right spot.
No, see, I use the shadow, and he's been consistently like a pixel above. Yeah, he's still, yeah.
Because see, usually you're supposed to have a small gap between your sword and the bomb shadow.
Yeah, see, the shadow. So if you use the shadow, like those little parts of those little like triangles, if you look at the white part of it, it's like a C where it's 2 small ones.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, it's two small pixels and then a long like 2 or 3 pixels, and it basically you set the shadow up to where it's like you just covered the top part of the C, and that's when you're lined up to do the bomb jump.
The only unfortunate part for him now is He has to be very, very careful with both his magic usage and his health going through the rest of this dungeon.
Right, because he burned his blue potion to do that.
I don't think we can have favorites, Hybrion.
No.
We like both runners equally, and for that, you should give them both a follow. Because they're
Exactly.
actually doing very amazing at running.
Yes, definitely give both of these runners a follow on Twitch. Give IB Karma a follow on Twitch, myself as well, and Tulane, our tracker, who's doing an amazing job.
I mean, think about it. Tulane is keeping up with 2 different people, running 2 different dungeons, and talking to you guys at the same time. Because I've seen him typing in chat. Yeah, he's got no blue goo, so that's going to make the cold stare fight super dangerous.
He does have tempered.
Yeah, which will make him go down faster, but he still can't get hit. I think he can afford 1 hit, and that's it. And also, again, he has to be very careful with magic usage, too.
Yeah. Aza's got his desert crystal.
Like I said, it will make a difference. And so Asa has to make the 2 decisions. He has to go to Agon and get the key. Has to go to Swamp. And he also has to go turn in Shovel. If he doesn't go turn in Shovel, I mean, that's going to put him even farther behind. Because that's a place that a lot of people won't do because it's just 1 item.
Well, he is going for Agonist Cave, so he's going to get the Swamp Small Key.
Alright, that's step 1. Because depending on where Tower of Hera is, if the Tower of Hera key is, let's say, in one of the next dungeon, or the next dungeon or 2 that these runners check, I mean, that could cause Asa, if he doesn't go turn in Shovel, to check dungeons he shouldn't check.
Hitsuyan just got a gift with the Sankheart being in the tea room.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it looks like Aza's going to Swamp, which will get him a big key. So he was going to have to go here anyway. But again, to your point, like that shovel is burning a hole in his pocket right now.
Is Silver's on Cold Stare?
No, Silver's was in where was it? It's in Meyer. It's in the vanilla big key chest swamp. Or in Meyer, sorry.
I assume Hit's gonna go there next since he has everything required to beat.
I mean that it's a full clearable dungeon. He's got the big key. He has a small key which you don't need, but you've got everything to do it. He's just got to be careful here at Cold Stare.
Yeah, he's getting cornered and he's already down 5 hard. Oh, yep. See what I'm talking about? They deal so much damage.
He's got 1 down.
Oh, 2 down.
2.
Oh, don't get hit. Don't get hit. Okay, got it.
Good job.
He was getting so close to getting hit by that last one.
Now we should note they don't have the big key to ice. So what could be really trolly right now is if that Hera big key was in the ice big key chest.
Now, I mean, this Hera big key can literally be anywhere other than locked in Hera. It can't be in the upstairs of Hera, and it can't be in GT. It can literally be anywhere else in the game. Which, when you think about sheer numbers, is an insane amount of possibilities.
I mean, that's where this race could be won or lost, because right now, like, that's the one item we're looking for, and it could troll these runners.
So we know it's not in Meyer unless it's in the big key chest or it's on Vitreous himself.
Right.
We already know that. We also know that he's going to have a really easy Vitreous fight because he's going to get Silvers on the way.
If he chooses to go there.
I'm sure he'll go ahead and full clear the dungeon. He's missing a key. There's no way you boss rush a dungeon without a key.
No.
And Asa's going to be happy. So that puts Asa down to needing the bow and the Tower of Hera big key.
Right.
So here's going to be the question: is where is the Tower of Hera big key? Is it in Turtle Rock? Is it on pedestal? Is it buried in pod? There's still a lot of good options. Is it on Vitreous? Which, if it's on Vitreous, Hit's going to have such a huge lead, it's probably going to be insurmountable at this point.
Well, I mean, I've been keeping track. We've still got... I don't remember if Asa checked Peg Cave, but if he did, that wouldn't be there. I
don't think anybody's checked Peg Cave yet that I remember.
Yeah, we still... I mean, we don't have Matt the Powder, so Bat Cave...
I don't think they've checked K45 or the North Mirror Ledge either, Graveyard Ledge.
No, they haven't done any of Flanctuary yet.
Okay, Asa did check Peg Cave. It was a big 20.
Okay.
I was gonna say I know I saw a purple chest on someone's map at one point, but I don't remember if they checked it.
Asa did have the purple chest. It wasn't anything of value.
Okay, and there's another pod key. Yeah, here's the funny part. Asa has bow, just doesn't know it. And funny enough, I think if you think about it logically, bow is probably one of the few items that makes sense to be buried under the ground.
True.
Oh, okay, Peg Cave was Red Shield.
Yes,
yeah, we know
Turtle Rock is Ether.
Yeah, it's already marked on the trackers. If you look on the tracker for Misery Mire and T-Rock, the pendant in the upper right corner is the requirement for the dungeon to open. As the lane was just pointing out in chat as well. Because like I said, the lane's tracking this and is on top of this race at the same time with chat.
Big shout out to him.
I can barely keep up with tracking, and here goes Hit getting his silver arrows. He'll be super happy with this.
Yes, he will.
And Asa down Swamp Palace. You know what? 50 arrows is enough. Let's give you another 5.
Alright. So Hitsuyan clears Mire, does not find the Hera Big Key. Do you do Turtle Rock next?
With his items, so here's the thing. He would 100%, if he knew where Bo was, he would go grab Bo and clear Eastern. The problem is he does not know where Bo's at.
No, I was asking about Hitsuyan.
Oh, Hitsuyan, Mire... I mean, yeah, you probably do, just because it's the next crystal. I'd say you run out all your crystal possibilities before you go dipping Independence.
Asa is... Okay, so Asa looks
Mire.
like he's going to Mire and finishing that up.
Which I think is just 2 chests if he full clear everything else already.
Yeah, he already full cleared everything. He just needs to get the big chest, which we know doesn't have anything in it, and then go beat Vitreous, which, again, he has silvers. If he went to Shovel and got his bow, would make Vitreous a lot faster.
Now, I've seen some routing on Misery Mire that I really like. If you're routing to full clear like these guys are, for the last chest, save the one that's up here on the long bridge. Once you go through this big key door, you can actually hook shot across from it, fall, and then go right back through the boss door.
I see.
It actually saves time. So, like right here, you can hook shot to the right to this chest, and I think he's going to do it. He is. I don't know who thought of that, but that's actually brilliant.
Well, that's interesting because like that's a difference between Keysanity and regular randomizer. Because regular randomizer, that's like the first chest you go and look.
Yeah, and it all has to do with the routing with the keys. So a lot of people will say if you come into Misery Mire with a key or two, you should check left side first. And then route up. And if you already have the big key as well, then you route up, and that would be the last chest in that routing scenario.
Yeah, I mean, while we're kind of retreading on some stuff like that's another one that I've seen recently with Keysanity is that to do differently is Skullwoods. Normally, what you would do is you'd fall in the hole, do the one chest that opens up all those holes in the room, and then go up with the one Gibdo room. And because normally you would do those two if there's a key. If there isn't a key, if there's a key, you go through the room. If not, you go back down. I've actually seen people start to reverse that, where they go to the Gibdo room first, then go down, because the chances of having a key in one of those two chests is a lot slimmer than it is in regular randomizer.
Yeah, that's true, because the Skullwoods keys would be inside the dungeon, whereas now they're not required to be inside the dungeon. They still can be. I mean, that is a possibility, just for people in chat as well. The keys themselves for the dungeons can actually be in the dungeon. So, like, actually, I think the most trolly spot that Tower of Hera Big Key can still be in is the Tower of Hera basement tower room. It's vanilla location. I think that actually might literally be the most trolly location it can be in.
Probably.
They won't want to go to it until they have it.
I mean, the troll there would be is that the Hera small key is on the pedestal to then get the Hera big key.
Oh, that would be just miserable. But I'm saying something like, if Small Key's in Turtle Rock, do you take that risk for one item?
I mean, if you're there, I would.
I guess the better one would be like if it's in Pod or something. That would make it more realistic of a choice.
Mm-hmm. As I'm making good work of Cape Strat sword spins on Vitreous.
Yeah, he's gonna go get another potion. He wants another potion before he goes to Turtle Rock.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and Asa has bow if he remembers to go turn in the shovel.
One interesting thing to note here, with Desert and Mire both being two Fat Fairy crystals, we do have Fat Fairy opened up right now.
Oh yeah, I probably would have checked that before I went Turtle Rock. I'm pretty sure that's probably what Asa's gonna do. Missing bow and the big Tower of Hera key. Yeah, bow is at shovel spot. So the longer he puts off bow, the worse. Oh, he's going up to Turtle Rock too? Interesting. Neither one of them wants to check Fat Fairy.
Oh wait, we have that small key on Spectacle Rock.
Oh, that could be the last Turtle Rock key. If that's the last Turtle Rock key, then they can full clear Turtle Rock, which would be nice. Nope. Useless key to Misery Mire. Why is he going into Hera?
Because I don't think he ever went in. I think it was Azza that went into Hera.
Okay. He's taking the small chance, but I think it's just like some rupees or something in the back. It's a piece of heart.
We do also have a small key in Desert on the torch that is boots locked right now.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be required at this point, unless it's the Tower of Hera basement key.
Right, but I'm just kind of giving out the options of what could be left.
Yeah, we also still have boost or book lock locations. We have both tablets.
Flanctuary, Spike Cave. No one checked Spike Cave. We still have that.
K45. That's what I think really surprises me, that he hasn't gone and turned in a shovel, because he can go turn in Mirror Shovel and K45 in the same run.
B-Torp in the first room.
Well, we'll see if this decision pays off. But here's the thing, if this decision pays off for Asa, and Asa gets Tower of Hera Big Key, that's really bad for him, because that means Hit's right behind him is going to be in go mode.
Right.
So this does not pay off for Asa in the long run either way.
Right. The funny thing about this right now, for which Asa doesn't know, is Asa wants this to pay off, but in reality, Asa doesn't want this to pay off.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Alright, Hit. That was actually the same place that my big key for go mode was. That's actually hilarious.
Well, that means that once Hitsuyan finds that, he is in go mode.
Let's see if he realizes that. If he's in go mode, if he realizes he's in go mode, he should not check another chest once he gets
Right.
it.
I mean, that is...
We should just see a fly, like he should just fly straight to Trinex.
Yeah.
I would assume with the way I've seen him play, he may open safety doors, but that should be the only thing he does. Because he has the keys needed. Alright, chat, you ready for this? You said you were learning from Shades, right?
Oh, no, I'm not going to scream this one.
Alright, we'll do a less enthusiastic go mode. If you guys want to spam chat with emotes or something, feel free.
I do also have to say, this is my third time commentating. I gotta make sure, like, I've already borrowed Coal Stair Creamery from Dr. Bob Taskic. I gotta take my time before I start pulling. Before I start, like, stealing everybody's material.
There we go. We got Power Go with the enthusiastic chat go mode.
One race. Ooh!
Maybe he doesn't realize he's in go mode.
Doesn't look like it. If he's still checking chests.
Because he's not missing anything, right? We're right on that. Unless he just wants boots.
Maybe. He's got everything. He doesn't need the Hera small key anymore because he's got the big one.
Well, I think this right here will let us know. If he takes the wrong pipe here, and he does. Okay. I guess he didn't realize it. He could pick up boots in Red Mill, but that's about the only things I see, chat.
I mean, at this point, you've got silver, so you don't need to worry about a silverless Ganon. Like I'm not that good of a racer, and I would be like, go.
Okay, he's just getting the key. He's good. I didn't see his key count. He actually did need the key still.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I see that now. Weighty words is caught on.
That does make sense.
Yeah, he's not even going to open the safety door. He 100% knows then. He might open the last safety door though. Dude, when you go into go mode without boots, it's one of the worst feelings ever because it's just the slowest Ganon's Tower ever.
Although this is going to be some good routing for him, which he's made some good routing decisions, because realistically what he can do is, as soon as he's done here, he just has to go to Hera, mirror right in front of GT, and then finish Hera, go through the portal, and you're right there.
Yeah, I mean, his dungeon routing order is just excellent. Yeah, they already have GT Big Key. I mean, they're pretty well set.
Yeah,
I mean, he is in full go mode.
Yeah, we've had GT Big Key for a while. It was in Dark Death Mountain. Super Bunny Cave, I think.
Yeah, it was with Blue Mill. Alright, is he gonna... No safety. Ooh, this is actually risky, because if he dies on this Trinex fight, or runs out of magic, because I think he's already used his potion too.
Yeah.
Then he has to start at the beginning of the dungeon. Alright, well I hope he has his shots on very, very well. And I don't think Asa found anything of use. No boots, nothing like that.
No,
but he's gonna go beat Trinex anyways.
This has been not good for Asa. Alright, Hitsuyan did good with the fire one.
Alright, we're good. As long as he doesn't miraculously die right here somehow, we should be okay. And he's got a good setup for hitting this boss early. Oh, he was just a little early.
No, for those asking, the pedestal's dead. Hitsuyan is in fact in go mode.
Yeah. Hitsuyan's in complete go mode. Oh no! Oh no! Ace has missed twice. Okay, he got it.
Yeah.
He had one fire shot left.
Yeah, for those...
Oh,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. Well, for those who've just joined us, so Hitsuyan is in fact in go mode. Asa right now has the shovel, which is the dig spot is where the bow is, and so that right now is kind of where Asa is stuck. Asa's all is just bow away from go mode, and he has the means to get it.
Yep.
Yeah, and they've had the GT big key for a while.
Yeah, and all we're waiting on for Hitsuyan just has to go over here, mirror clear Hera, and do GT, and it'll be a good game. Yeah, see, Asa still has Eastern. So Asa has Eastern, Hera, and GT, which means his routing will be a little worse because he'll have to do a re-trip up Death Mountain once he gets bow. Overall, this has been a pretty good race, though. Like you said, it's not been trolly, not super trolly. It's been pretty generous. Couple decent hidden items, but nothing like deep in penance or nothing.
I mean, we could still see a sub 2 hour seed.
We probably will, actually. I doubt it will take him 30 minutes to finish both this and GT. I'd say he probably finishes around the 150, 155 mark.
Yeah, if his execution is good, which unfortunately Trolldorm is up next, and we all know why he's called Trolldorm.
Well, this will tell us how good his execution for Trolldorm 2 will be. Oh, well, if he does like that, he should be pretty good then.
Yeah, that would be his 7th crystal.
Yeah, the only way he doesn't sub 2 at this point is if he has multiple falls during GT. Like, he has to have multiple falls. I think he'll have to fall. He'll either have to fall or die in the gauntlet.
Yeah, sorry, Power Go. There's no big key guessing game here. We already have the GT big key.
I don't remember what chest number it is, but if you guessed whatever number it was, you're right. Out of all the chest number, oh, but Asa got Trolldormed.
Ow.
That's one fall.
All right, time to run the gauntlet.
Hey, that's actually you can do a guessing game for the time he will finish. Okay, we will accept that.
The new guessing game, time to finish.
I actually like that because people are betting down to the second. Yeah, that's another thing. He could have not realized he had shovel. Oh, he doesn't know that he can pull these. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, if you pull the statue, those red mimics will still move.
Oh wow. Okay, the only thing that's gonna hurt Hitsuyan, he's only got 5 arrows.
Oh.
Hopefully he knows where all these arrow upgrades are.
That screwed me. That screwed me in a race where I had just finished Armos Knights with normal arrows, and I only had 10 left going into Vitreous. And I figured that out as I was going down the Vitreous path. as of right now, checking Spike Cave. The problem for him is, again, we know the one item he has left is bow, and it's in a shovel spot. Come on, Asa, hit that Y button. See that you have the shovel.
Because here's the bad part. If Asa decides to go start checking pod and stuff, that's just gonna put him farther and farther behind. Now there is no powder either, so this is this heart level is getting a little dangerous for a hit because he doesn't have safety potion anymore either.
Right, and he's got well, I was about to say he's got 9, but he's starting to use the silver arrows for Lambo. He's at 6. Missed one at 5.
3.
4. Oh! He's got to make sure he picks. I think there's one right before Troll Dorm. He's got to remember to pick that up.
He's got this one in this room too. There's a 5 dropping. Oh, he didn't pick it up.
Oh no!
There's a 5 drop and a small magic he missed.
He's making good execution otherwise.
Oh, that could come back to bite him because he needs at least 4 arrows. Oh, that would be a heartbreak to go into the last fight with not enough arrows.
I mean, he's got a pretty comfortable lead right now. I mean, you can. The thing is, if you know it, you can still do silverless with sword spins, which he has tempered. So
that is
he wouldn't be. He isn't 100% screwed if he runs out of arrows.
And he could do it in the way that he uses his arrows first, and that'll inflict some of the damage prior to him having to do sword spins.
Yeah, Tulane telling us that he does know how to do silverless, so.
Okay. Well, at least it's not as much of a panic. It's still kind of like you have silvers, but you might run out of arrows. Yeah, he's not checking any more chests. He's just in for this first place. This is actually one of the better times I think I've seen so far.
Yeah, half magic was in Fat Fairy. Asa just picked it up.
He didn't pick up arrows there either, so he's gonna go into the last fight with 2 arrows.
Right.
I don't think there's another drop.
No.
Unless he opens the chest right here and it has arrows in it. He's committing himself to, oh, it hit arrows! I guess that's a good commentator's curse right there.
A reverse curse.
Oh, he almost didn't check it. You saw him think about it.
Yeah!
Well, he doesn't have to do silverless now.
And Asa, unfortunately, is going to pod.
Yeah, that probably deserves a clip. And double to start out with. That's single, so 3 more. Should be a good double right here. Okay, 1 more.
Very nice.
There we go.
All right, I'll steal this one from the Shades. It's time for the big pig.
So with Temper Sword, are we frying bacon when we're killing Ganon?
Possibly.
Yeah, see, Asa decided to go check pod. So it's gonna be a bit before Asa goes and checks shovel, unfortunately.
At this point, it's Hitsuyan's race to lose. Just execute the Ganon fight and you're done.
I'm not even sure if Hitsuyan can take like 12 falls, and I'm still not sure he could lose at this point. Unless he just cannot beat the Ganon fight. That's the only way I could see him losing, is just if he could not do it, period.
And honestly, if Tulane's telling us he knows how to do Silverless, like...
Now, he does have to be careful. He's got 4 hearts, no potions.
True.
Which means he needs Sword Glitch, he needs everything he's got. Oh, if he's using magic, he 100% needs the lamp torch glitch.
Yeah. He's gotta be careful here.
Oh, don't use all your magic. Oh boy, that's a low magic.
Let's hope he does get the torch glitch.
He needs to get the torch glitch perfect without having to spam lamp, which is... yeah. Yeah, well... Try not to post any clips of the race until after the race is completed.
Yes, please do. We did, in fact, find the arrows in Misery Mire. He's got.
Here we go. He got it with
nice.
1 cast.
Well, actually, 2.
Oh, that fire bat. Alright. Be careful. Oh no, not the fire rod. Not the fire rod.
There you go.
Okay. Fuse fire rod right there.
That's 3.
Yeah, it's just in case like other racers might be spoiled by it. It's not too crazy, but yeah, we just don't want nothing spoiled. So that's GG for Hitsuyan.
Yep.
We'll get you his official time here in just a second once he goes through the door. If you want to read out his time.
Yes, indeed. Hitsuyan is done with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 17 seconds. Get those GGs in the chat. Seeing if we can get Hitsuyan in here for an interview.
Hitsuyan, congratulations.
Thanks, GG.
GG, my friend. How you feeling?
I feel good now. I do so much bad things. The bomb jump in Ice Palace. That was not really good.
That sand cart saved you a little bit there, nice.
Yeah, after every dungeon I buy a new pot.
And I think you used every pot before you intended to.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so what's holding Asa up is Asa has not went and done shovel yet for the bow.
Okay.
So he's still missing bow for go mode.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, he's already been dipped into pod. He's checking tablets. He found book. He may not remember he has it. Yeah, this was a pretty generous seed. That's what we were talking about too.
I expect that I lose this game.
You did really well. The two questions we have for you from the chat was when you found the Hera Big Key, did you know you were in go mode at that point?
Yeah, I know that, but I was thinking a little bit, and then I realized it.
Yeah, because you went and I think you opened the chest in Chain Chomp room, and I was like, he realizes he's in go mode, right? He doesn't need to open anything else. And then
Yeah,
maybe
I
I
was
thought,
not sure that I can clear the game with blue mail. That was my first time with blue mail and no pot at Ganon.
well, that was a good job then.
That actually brings up the other thing we were going to ask about because we were a little worried because you were
And
so
my
low
heart
on.
was dying.
You were also so low on arrows, which we were told you could do silverless, but we were worried you were going to run out of arrows.
And then I reverse commentators cursed you.
The last chest had 10 hours, huh?
Yes. Yeah. I actually made a comment that's already been clipped and posted. But I made a comment that that'd be awesome if you opened the validation chest and there was arrows. Sure enough, you open it and there was 10 arrows.
Yeah, I was hoping for anything else, but arrows was good.
Oh yeah, I figured if you were still opening chests, the only thing you would be looking for is the oh, there was a key on pedestal. I wonder what key was on pedestal then.
No, I checked, not pedestal, and have no book.
Yeah, but Asa's found the book. Asa might check it.
He hasn't checked it. We just saw it in the credits. I mean, he's got he has 5 pod keys, so most likely it's probably the last one.
Oh, that feels bad. He is full clearing the game.
Yeah, he's doing thieves now. I think he's forgotten that he has shovel. He's either forgotten that he has shovel or he's forgotten that he hasn't redeemed shovel yet. But overall,
and he had at the start of the match.
Yeah, overall that seed seemed like at the beginning it was kind of slow for you guys, and then it picked up like really fast for you right around about the time you guys were heading up to Death Mountain. You started getting just flooded with items. So how was that from your perspective?
Yeah, that was a really good one, and my hands are shaking at the start and at the end.
Well, you did good.
Yeah, and Delane saying he marked shovel on his personal tracker, he may have just thought he's already went and done it.
Interesting.
Yeah, because he's full clearing Thieves Town right now, which is a play he can make. He's already pretty much full cleared pod.
The track, Tulane noted on the tracker that he's got 4 GT keys, which is the max. So that one key on the pedestal has to be the last pod key. Wait, no, it can't. It can't though, because pod's a pendant.
That's true. It can't lock itself out. It's the Tower of Hera small key.
Ah. I actually was, when we were trying to figure out that Hera key, I actually was saying, wouldn't it be trolly if the Hera small key was there and then the Hera big key was in the basement?
It's vanilla location. Luckily, you didn't get trolled too hard, so. I think it can still be a Meyer key too. You're right. I think it can also be one Ice Palace key still at large, right?
Here, let me. I have like a spreadsheet. So there's 2 Ice Palace keys total. So yeah, it could be an ice one. Meyer has 3. So yeah, it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Hera one.
If it's the Hera one, that's the biggest troll, though.
Yeah. All right. All right, here we go. Please go. Oh, do some digging.
He's heading that way.
Asher. Oh. Come on.
Go up. Oh, he's going.
He's going.
Oh, he's gonna be. I expect bombs on the spot. I expect all kinds of stuff. He thought about it.
He thought about it, but no.
I think he just wants to finish.
Yeah. So Hitsuyan, any final thoughts? Well, we got you.
What?
No, I was saying
Sorry.
any final thoughts on this seed or going into your next race?
Yeah, thanks for the commentating, for the tracking and all stuff you do for us, runners.
Well, you guys are the stars of the show. You guys provide all the entertainment.
Hey, you get another congratulations, by the way, Hit. That is the lowest collection rate I think I've seen. You only collected 134 of 216.
That is not a lot.
No. Average is like 170 something.
Yeah, but I did many things not good, and I trained it before, and at the live race I did all wrong.
So, I understand you're saying you didn't do things good, which, yeah, some of your execution, you know, the bomb jumps and stuff weren't perfect. But in the end, it came down to you made all the right decisions. And if you go back and watch the race, you'll see that too. You literally made every right decision you could at the right time. Like, your in-game routing was excellent. You went Turtle Rock, got the Tower of Hera, Big Key, went Tower of Hera, went Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, that was very good to save time.
And see, Ace has already done Turtle Rock and Tower of Hera. Yeah, Hitsuyan's routing was insane. Chat's responding. And
Yeah.
if you only saw the end of this race, I would recommend going back and watching it in its entirety. Yeah, so Ace has got the quick kill on Eastern. He's now on his way to GT with 9 dungeons full cleared. I expect his item collection rate is going to be around the 170, 180 mark. No, actually, Asa did dip into pod TNT. I don't know how much of it he did, but I think he did pretty much everything but Helmasaur.
Oh, you have no boots.
Nope, boots had to be GT buried. Boots and Bombos and Powder have to all be in GT. $11 to 14. Okay. So he missed Helmasaur and then probably the 2 chests that are by themselves. Would be my guess. Well, no, he doesn't have the big key, so the big chest, Helmasaur. I don't know what the last one he would have missed then. Yeah, Boots could be on Helma or in one of the chests he missed in Pod. A lot more odds, though, that they're actually probably inside of GT somewhere buried in the basement. And also, they could be on the 2 at the top of the tower that weren't checked. No, unless he checks them, there's 2 chests at the top of the gauntlet right before the, actually 3 chests right before troll number 2 that weren't checked.
Sorry, I had to step away for a minute. What was what are they asking about?
They were just everybody's trying to figure out where boots were. More than likely, they were either locked in the last couple chests of pod, or they're locked in GT somewhere. Either way, this was a bootsless seed. There were no boots. Now we get to watch our second gauntlet clear. Oh, that was a nice arrow. Looks like he's making fairly quick work of the gauntlet, though. So, anything from anybody in chat? Any questions you guys have while we're waiting on him to wrap up? Maybe about Keysanity, maybe about the tournament. Let me check for you. I don't know the schedule automatic command, but I can let you know when the next race is.
I've got the schedule up. It looks like at 5. I don't know. So I see a Dark Shadow 59 and a Swerve, but they're in.
It might not be restreamed. So the next restreamed race is going to be on Speed Gaming 1 at 7 p.m. Eastern between NY Rambler and the Kev Dozer.
Followed by. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
At 8, we then also have Troopster and Malagord on Speed Gaming 4.
And then 9 p.m. we have Bright Wolf versus Pika Pals on ALTTPR 1. And then there's also one at 10 and 11. So 10 is going to be on Speed Gaming 2 between Catastrophe and Manuel. And then 11 p.m. is a double, so it's a quad race. Dragon Master 0283 versus Mentos Man. And on the same stream, it's going to be Miria Chan versus Strumpet Player. So while there's 4 players in that race, it's still 2 1v1s. It's just they're going to be running 4 runners on the same seat. And that's all the races we have for the rest of the night. So unless the 5 gets restreamed, the next one won't be until 7.
Yeah, we've had a lot of races this week, and then we'll certainly have a ton more next week.
Yep, if nobody drops, we'll have another 104, 105 for you next week. Oh, he didn't check the 2 chests. I was hoping he would check one of them and it would be boots. Well, he doesn't need the validation arrows.
No, he's got tons. Someone's asking how can a person volunteer to be a tracker or something like that. So we have a Discord channel where all of the people working on this are located, and there's forms there to sign up to be available to do commentary, tracking, and restreaming. I don't know if that is still open, or if you had to sign up before the tournament began.
I think you can sign up for roll still. I'm trying to see if they have a public link for inviting people to the Discord.
I think they just made one. I think it's just Discord. I think they made a vanity link.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was for the randomizer though. for the tournament.
Ah.
Doesn't look like it. We may be able to see if the admins can send out some invites. Might be a good question for us to ask the admins. And then if you get into the Discord, you would just post in usually the general that you're interested, and they'll send you all the rules and regulations for how to do each role before they give you the roles, and then you can start volunteering from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, He's bombing the chest.
Well, he doesn't need the arrows. See, that's the difference. For Asa, those arrows weren't that good. For Hitsuyan, they were amazing last-minute arrows.
Yeah.
All right, let me get an answer for chat on whether we just give out the Discord regular invite link. I don't think they care, but I'm just gonna double check real quick.
As I got 2 hits on Aga 2. It's 3. It's 5. And down he goes.
Should have a real answer for you shortly. Antism. I already have an admin responding.
As of having that half magic using the cape strats as opposed to the Brian strats helps keep his magic count up.
Yeah, that was the other thing we got really afraid for at the end, is you wouldn't have enough magic to finish the fight.
Yeah, that was close.
You
Lucky
started
that
to
the
pull.
glitch worked.
Yeah, you started to pull out the fire rod for the last shot, and I was like, no, don't pull out the fire rod. You've only got one shot.
I felt the same.
Hopefully, I'll have you an answer before we have to stop commentary for this race. Because we're always welcome to have more people come in and help. We need commentary, we need tracking, not only for Link to the Past, but for other games. And we also need restreamers. And Ganon's down.
And for Azza, that's an official SRL time of 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 59 seconds. GG.
Alright, so if you see the, let's see, the Discord, there's a Discord link that just popped up. Antism, you can join that Discord, and you can just post that you're interested. If they still need volunteers, they'll send you stuff in the ad while we're waiting on Asa to join us in chat. And yes, GG's to Asa.
GG,
Yeah, no.
Azza.
Well, that wasn't what I had in mind when I started, but oh well. Sometimes it goes like that.
How you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling that the next one cannot be worse, right?
Well, I mean, it wasn't that your run was bad. How much of a time loss did you lose at the beginning, out of curiosity?
3 minutes.
3
Yeah,
minutes?
3 minutes. That's actually the first time it ever happened to me, I believe. Yeah, just essentially my computer kind of hang on me, and my IRC client crashed, and yeah, at the worst moment, I guess.
Ah,
Yeah, well, 3
It
minutes
ended up
didn't
not
make.
mattering though.
Yeah.
So really, congratulations to Hitsuyan. He did an amazing job here.
The big
Thank
difference
you, mate.
came down to that shovel.
That shovel, yeah, of course, I completely forgot about it. I mean, it was pretty bad from beginning to end, from the beginning time loss to then dying a lot at the beginning, and then when I started to get my head together and play well a little bit, I forgot about that shovel, and that was GG essentially.
you were doing good. You were doing good at the start, though. You guys were pretty close for a while. It was just the shovel that kind of did you in, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I still went to Palace of Darkness. There was nothing there. Still went to Thieves Town. There was nothing there. And essentially at that point I thought, well, what have I forgotten about? And I had forgotten about the shovel and also about Hobo, I think. Yeah, I never did Hobo. At least, well, it could have been in Left Side Swamp, but it could have been worse.
Well, I was very sad that we didn't see a ped check this seed, I don't believe, but supposedly there was a key on the ped.
Yeah, there was a key on the ped. There was a key on the floating island also that I never checked either.
Floating island was picked up by Hitsuyan. I forgot what it was though. It wasn't useful. Actually, I think it was Ice Palace.
Ice Palace. Well, that's useful the first time you go there, but not required.
Yeah, I think he picked it up actually on his way in.
Did I pick it up?
No,
I
Yeah,
did.
it was good to get the free chests.
No,
and lights.
I didn't have the mirror at the time either.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the other thing that set you back. See, he went to Aga Tower early. He got the mirror and then went to Meyer area right after mirror. So he got his Cane of Samaria and everything like really fast.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes from time to time. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't believe that besides forgetting the shovel, I don't believe I made any critical routing mistakes. So it was just poor execution and such.
Which, hey, it happens. You know, it happens to all of us.
I honestly don't even think you had poor execution. It was just the little micro decisions for getting the shovel, and Hitsuyan literally made all the right decisions. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it yet, but Hitsuyan's collection rate is one of the lowest I think I've ever seen in a Keysanity race.
Yeah,
He only checked 134.
134. I don't know if I've ever gotten lower than that on like standard open. I think only a couple times.
Yeah, so he literally made every right decision, like just back to back to back.
Yeah, it was amazing. I have to watch it back.
You'll see that you guys both struggled towards the beginning. I mean, the low heart counts hurt you guys. The blue mail, you skipping on Dark Death Mountain when you first got the Titan's Mitts hurt a little bit because you missed the immediate blue mail.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I decided to go elsewhere first.
Yeah, and both there was a heart and a heart piece both in the paradox.
Yeah, but in Paradox there was where was it? There was a lot of hearts in Thieves Town. Thieves Town was where I started to get a little more comfortable with my play, because I think there was like 3 or 4 hearts in the first chests.
Yeah, we were noticing that too.
Yeah, so basically the first few deaths at the beginning kinda got to me as well.
Well, it was a good race. It was a good race altogether, though. You both did a good job to, keep this close, keep this to for the most part, under a 2-hour race.
Yeah, kind of sad about, but oh well. I mean, sometimes lucky, sometimes not, and that's how it goes. That's how the game is. It's the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, you still got 4 more races that you can play.
Yeah. Well, let's hope with at least no technical problems next time. That's everything I asked for.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that you don't either. It's always unfortunate to have small technical issues prior to a race. Do you have any other questions for him, Jax?
No, I'm good. Any final thoughts from either of our runners?
Well, overall, pretty straightforward seed. I would have liked it in other circumstances, I think.
All right. Well, GG to both of you. Good luck. Good luck in your races next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you guys for running. And final comments to chat. Please give both our runners to follow. Give our tracker Delane a follow. And if you feel like it, throw me and Jex Refi a follow. We all appreciate it. Hopefully we put on a good show for you guys today. And have a good rest of your day. Come back for the 7 p.m. race.
See you guys next time. GG's all around.